Quick overview of overhand bending technique in iron mine wraps. Got it folded in thirds, like so. This one's getting a little worn on one end, so I'm going to turn it and roll from the other end so it'll hold together better. I start out with the nail, and then the wrap, and then my body. And I roll away from myself like this. When I turn the nail over, I'm going to have the wrap, the nail, and then my body, so that when I get both sides wrapped completely up, the flaps are going in the same direction. That makes it less likely to slip in my experience. I don't really know why. All right, the end of the nail is right in the center of my palm, like right on the metacarpal in my hand that is adjacent to the middle fingers. I'm gonna bring it way up under my chin, and the action is not a down with the elbow, not this chicken wing thing. The action is forward motion of the elbow via scapular protraction and T-spine flexion. Elbows stay pretty far away from the body. If I find the elbows creeping down toward the body, I'm losing leverage at that point. And I think of taking the knuckle of my pinky, where my pinky meets my hand, on each hand and driving them toward each other. It looks like this. The nail is really, really close to my throat. You see some guys will actually kind of hook it with their chin. I don't like to do that, but some really good benders do it. So that's the action right there. And that gets me to almost a 90-degree bend. From here I adjust and just do the same thing again. Now I'm running out of room with my hands, so what I have to do here is open one hand. I like to open my left hand and kind of brace it against my chest, and then let the right hand do the bending, almost like an elbow strike, like that. Two hands together, fingers interlaced. I'm going to pull my fingers apart as I'm pushing my palms towards each other, and the end of the nail is going to be right around that little, what's that bone called? Pisiform, I think. Or right in the center here, depending on the size of the nail. And I'm just going to compress together that way, using the same kind of elbow motion. And then finally, to finish it off, if it needs to go any further, I go to the gripper close position. The end of the nail splits the ring finger. The other end of the nail is wedged deep in the palm. This nail, fingernail, on the ring finger goes into that same spot in the center of the palm, because that's the most hard surfaces, like least squishy stuff that we can do. And then finishes it off to there. And that's how I do a 60. Now if I really want to close it down, I'll take one wrap, rewrap the nail, and go to that gripper close position once again. When I do this with a nail, I like to have the head of the nail against my ring finger, point of the nail against my right palm. I always have the point in my right hand. And so then I'm gonna find a little crush like that. And you can see it's really close together at that point.